Squaring off for the second time in 3 weeks, Philly and Washington are set for this Week 17 rematch. The Eagles go for their 4th sweep of the football team in the last 5 years. It's Week 17, and it's next.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team. They go play action with Burrow. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Kind of an odd schedule this year. These two teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15. And it was Washington winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here at FedEx Field.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow.
Man open, that's Henry Ruggs.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a
touchdown, Washington.
It's complete.
Henry Ruggs
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat, any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Kaepernick.
That's checked down to Gordon.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing that?
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick.
Chase Young
in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The pass to Brown as he holds it in. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. They'll run with Scott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
47-yard punt, a return of 4. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The end result, 21 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing again, it's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson punching it in from a yard away.
And Washington Washington going to add on to their lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. On the return, Boston Scott. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On the carry, this is Scott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
On 1st down, Scott. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Here's Kaepernick. Throw left side complete to Scott. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Kaepernick. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Rosas' kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
That'll bring up 2nd down. Burrow on play action. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And he will find his man Ruggs.
Washington. Henry Ruggs as the first half is winding down. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here's Scott to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. They find some open field here. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've come upon halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And here's Scott to return it. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go, fellas.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll run on 1st down. Scott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Kaepernick now to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Kaepernick to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same group.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now Burrow on 1st down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. 1st down. Here's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. They go play action with Burrow. This will be caught at Samuel. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick, able to get away. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 2nd down now, it's Scott. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
And here's a handoff to Gainwell.
And now the rookie's free. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Colin Kaepernick doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
But it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Burrow.
And once more to Ruggs, this time the catch made.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of...
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 18 now. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
On first down. Kaepernick. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. And I think the ball's out.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now they go play action now. Burrow
completes this out left to Ruggs.
Touchdown!
Henry Ruggs
with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Hopkins with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a halt at the end of that one. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. To throw is Kaepernick.
And he'll get this underneath to Scott.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Miles Boykin
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, a 16-yard touchdown. And Washington going to add on to their lead. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. To throw, Kaepernick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Scott. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Kaepernick now on 1st down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Touchdown, Eagles! A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Play action. It's Burrow. And he finds McLaurin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.